Kitty, you better get out of the way. I'm going to be throwing some food today. Wow, this is a big one. That is a big load. This is one of the biggest grocery hauls I have had in a while. Oh my goodness. I don't even know if I can fit all this in. Do we have time for all this? I'm not even sure if we have time for all this. I have so many groceries. I'm climbing over them, Cindy. Happy Tuesday. Let me just grab a drinky. Give me a good morning. It's so good to see you guys. Happy Tuesday. Let me get this down and you quickly give me a little text on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 is you're crushing it. Where are you at today? I want to hear from you guys. Hold on, that water went down the wrong pipe. Oh my goodness. Wow, you guys are ready to see how to grocery haul today. Good morning. I want to see a little text before we get going on a scale of 1 to 10. Who is crushing it? 10 is I'm crushing it. 1 is I'm going to need a little help. I want to hear from you guys this morning. Good morning. Stephanie Ignafo, lifestyle medicine coach, founder of Plantspiration. This is where people are learning how to prevent and reverse disease, lose weight, and feel great. Hold on, I got to catch my breath. That was a huge grocery haul. Let's be real. Huge grocery haul. One of the higher end ones. I'm going to be asking you guys to guess the grocery haul. I'm very, very excited. I'm very excited to see you guys here. I'm very grateful to see you guys here. I'm excited for tonight's class. Boy, this is a topic that everybody wants to talk about. Social situations. How do we deal with social situations? John and I are going to be talking about that tomorrow night. 12 years later, we're going to tell you how to protect your peace when you've got to get out there and deal with everybody who isn't aware of how awesome that you guys are doing, how great that you guys are feeling. Some people think it's extreme. No, I think it's extreme to take an artery out of your leg and crack open your chest and put it in here. To me, that's extreme. And that's why I'm here with this grocery haul this morning. This is how I thought it was extreme to eat my plants off back here. This is what I thought was extreme. No, you know what? Extreme is living with chronic disease and thinking that that's normal. You guys, this is how I lost 100 pounds, kept it off 12 years later, and I'm going to teach people every week to keep eating their plants off. This week's class, this is exciting. Social situations. I'm going to be talking about how to bring a super easy lasagna. Let's get down to it. I just realized, let's get down to it. All right, I've got no room here. Are you guys ready? Guess the grocery haul and let it rip, okay? Here we go. Oh, wait, let me get that landing strip ready. All right. Well, of course, we have apples. Apples are something that you guys should be eating every day. They're easy. They're fast. They're loaded with fiber. They're low fat. They prevent and reverse disease. They're amazing. Check these babies out right here, mangoes. I mean, when in doubt, whip a mango out. Mangoes are great to just cut up and serve. You could even be putting them in a fruit salad. We're just going to eat our plants off with those. Simple, easy, delicious foods. I mean, if you're in doubt, just bring some tangerines. People are going to eat them, but I know. That's not as exciting as whipping out a lasagna, which I'm going to teach you guys how to do. What do we have here? A couple of Escapees. You don't do that. I got to eat those. We're putting ginger in everything, you guys, from salads to smoothies to juices. We love ginger. It's a great anti-inflammatory. It's great to get all these different fibers in, these foods that help your gut biome feel amazing. I mean, who doesn't want to feel amazing? Everybody's talking about being sick. And you know what else? Not one person gave a rat's ass how sick I was right here. Nobody cared how big I was. Nobody cared how overweight I was. Nobody cared that I had heart disease or autoimmune or diverticulitis or IBS or couldn't walk around. Nobody cared. But suddenly you go plant-based and everybody becomes concerned. Well, we're going to put that to rest in tomorrow night's class, how to deal with this kind of stuff. Don't be dropping out of there. All right, what else do we have? We're going to be making a sunny ambrosia fruit salad. Usually ambrosia is loaded with a bunch of high-fat stuff. We're going to teach you guys how to make it nice and easy without the diseasey, with pineapple, okay? One of those. Look at all this fruit we have going on here. Are you fruitin' kidding me? That's how people are losing weight and feeling great. They're learning how to keep it simple, easy. It's not about the recipes. It's not about the recipes, okay? But I am going to show you some good ones tomorrow night, like my layered lasagna with spinach, greens, coconut for our carrot cake bites. Yeah, we're putting it all in. That's a little bit of fat right there, but I'm going to talk about that. I also have these nuts. Isn't that nuts? You guys are watching me bring home groceries every week. And I rarely bring stuff like this home, but we're talking about social situations, you know? What do you want to bring to somewhere? What do you want to bring to an event? What do you want to stuff in your pocket where you're at the movies? I'm going to talk about that. We need basil. John, here's your basil for your chickpeas, your tomatoes, and your balsamic vinegar. More carrots. We're going to be making carrot cake bites. We're going to be shredding it up and putting it on our sandwiches, for goodness sakes. We're going to be putting it in these big, juicy bowls that we make. I love cucumbers. They're so easy to put on big, giant bowls with your kale and your sweet potatoes, or maybe it's your, what are the other things, not sweet potatoes I love? What, they're in my, butternut squash. That's what I was thinking about. I love those on top of butternut squash with a little bit of hummus. Oh my gosh, what do you know? More carrots. That's how we do it over there. Vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, phytonutrients, and here's the powerhouse, the berries, low fat, high fiber. You guys, we could be making smoothies with these. We are making smoothies every day. You could be making ice cream with them. You could be eating them plain. See what we're doing here? I'm showing you the easiest, simplest, no recipe ways to eat your plants off and keep it nice and easy, low fat without the diseasey. More pineapple chunks, my gosh. We're going to be talking about stuff to bring to people's houses, social gatherings, that's going to rock their world. Of course, I'm going to teach you guys how to bring our favorite lasagna, the best lasagna, because not everybody's into the smoothies. I get it. But that's how we're eating our plants off. Guess the grocery haul. This is the one with it all. We're going to make so much food. This is how, you guys, I'm making ricotta cheese with soy, okay? All the cheesy without the diseasey. People think it's extreme that we're doing this, but they're literally drinking milk out of a cow's udder. Ugh. Like, I didn't know, but once I realized we're the only mammal that drinks milk from another species, I think that's extreme. You know what I mean? When we've got foods like this that are actually, so somebody told me about a podcast where a lady was getting kind of questioned because she reversed her stomach cancer going plant-based. And they said that was extreme. You guys, that's insane. This is not extreme to eat soy that's been around forever, reversing disease, preventing disease, and helping people get healthy, okay? With foods like these, potatoes, you guys, low fat, high fiber. Do you see how many potatoes we're eating? Look, it's still working, okay? It's still working. I'm not putting all that fattening stuff on it. And there's so many things. You can even bring this. I have a famous potato salad that you could bring to a party and nobody would even know. Nobody would even know. Most people don't even know. And they didn't even care until you started getting healthy. You see, we're going to talk about that tomorrow night. Oh, speaking of healthy, you guys, here it is right here. The love of my life. Next to my husband and my kids, this mighty kale that saved my life. This stuff right here, we're going to turn into a kale salad that is going to rock your world. You're not even going to want to bring it to the social gathering. You're going to want to keep it to yourself. You don't think I know how to eat my plants off? This is why I'm teaching people every week how to get this down and turn it around. It's awesome. Check this out. More kale, more good food. And the guy who was ringing up my groceries today, he was like, hey, do you have a podcast or something? Do you do YouTube videos? I'm like, I sure do. He's like telling everybody about it because you can't help but notice how much money I'm not spending on healthy foods. You guys want to take a guess? We could take a guess right now. It's a pretty high one. What else do we have here? I said we're making ambrosia. We're making carrot cake bites. We're making lasagna. And I'm teaching people why you could eat all of these, okay? Low fat, high fiber, vitamins, minerals, nutrients. You guys, you can't get this in a pill. You cannot get this in a pill, all right? Where did that just go? And nobody's going to do this for you, okay? Nobody's going to do this for you. It's going to be you, and you wanted to get healthy, so that's why you're bringing home stuff like this and learning how to use it. Maybe my pineapple's not ready. I might need these for backup. You know what I'm saying? Stop thinking about the things you're giving up. I'm going to show you about all the things that you're going to gain in tomorrow night's class, like how to eat your plants off, how to lose weight, how to prevent and reverse disease, and how to get through social situations. For goodness sake, so many people go away, they fly, they go on vacations, and they come back and they tell me, I couldn't do it. You need to get in my class. This takes some practice. We're going to show you. And the whole Plantspiration community, they've been doing it, okay? They're learning how to do it. Look at this. Blueberries. We're going to want to rinse those off. They didn't have any organic, but my goodness, I needed them. More oranges. We're eating our plants off over here with the things on the planet that our eyeballs are actually meant to pick up the colors for, and we're eating them. We need to eat all we want of this stuff. It does not, that's not a recipe right here. That's not a recipe right here. You know what? Last night, I just ate a can of these, okay? I ate my recipe. That's how you do it. We're putting these in tahini dressings. We're putting them in juices. We're putting them in smoothies. I'm putting this over kale. We're going to be making... Whoa, kale, yeah, they're not getting too far. I'm going to be talking about spaghetti sauce. Yeah, we're going to be talking about spaghetti sauce and how to make lasagna. How to bring stuff that's going to rock people's world. You know what I want you guys to do? I want you to be the inspiration the world needs to see. I mean, people are getting their numbers down, reversing disease because of foods like these. I tell people all the time, broccoli is the real MVP. And people are eating their plants off over here with broccoli. They're learning how to get it down with little baby Barbie lettuces. Somebody out here is eating so much of these. I'm so proud of you guys for eating your plants off. It's really what our body was designed to do, not drink milk from other animals and not eat stuff that's been sitting around turning into cheese, okay? I didn't know either, but now you do. So we've got more sweet potatoes. We're going to keep things very simple and easy over here this week because it's busy. So lots of sweet potatoes, lots of greens, lots of lasagna, lots of pasta, lots of good stuff, you guys. It isn't about what we're giving up. So stop waiting for the right time. Stop waiting for the right recipe. Stop waiting for somebody to do it for you. Get the grocery list out right now. Start writing it down. And don't forget to get in my class because that's really, really, really how people are learning how to do it. I'm dropping way more in the class. We're showing you how to do it, how to walk in with your Brussels sprouts and say, you guys aren't going to believe how great these are. They're amazing. Okay, look at that. One and done. Oh my goodness, we can't forget the sourdough bread. Okay, let's get that out of here. My snacky snacks, cherry tomatoes. You could bring these to the theater. People, we think we only can bring candy and popcorn. Pop these into your purse, okay? It works. Lycopenes for days. Start saving yourself with stuff like this. Here we go. The mother load, the dates. You guys, I'm going to be making carrot cake bites, okay? You bring you won't even want to bring them. You won't even want to give them away. They're so good. So you better not miss tomorrow night's class. I'm going to be breaking down the simplest stuff. So good. We're going to be making so much good stuff. Lasagna for days. I'm going to tell you all about, I'm not telling you what brand you're going to have to get in class. I'm going to talk about that. And then, of course, my favorite cucumbers. These are the cucumbers that I just put some nutritional yeast over, a little bit of salt and pepper, call it a day. It tastes like okie dokie, and that's how we eat the fat away. That's how we do it. What else do we have? Well, I bought some dried cherries for my ambrosia salad that we're going to be making tomorrow night. You could eat it for breakfast. You could eat it for lunch. Here we go. We've gotten moved over all the way to the organic silk and soy milk. We absolutely love it. Still so many people, when you walk around or you talk about being plant-based, people bring up that soy isn't good for you. Usually they don't know what they're talking about, but since everybody at Plantspiration is taking these nutrition education classes and learning about this, that's why they're learning how to get through this kind of stuff. What? Nobody's guessing the grocery bill? It doesn't cost a lot of money and it doesn't take a lot of time when you keep coming up to my classes and learning how to get this stuff in line. I don't even know what those are for. Oh, the cashew sour cream. No, those are for the ricotta cheese we're going to be making. More sauce right here. What else do we have? We're going to need some liquid aminos, different than tamari, different than soy sauce. So we're going to be talking about that in my amazing salad. More of this. I mean, you could be putting this on oats. You could be putting this with your peanut butter and jelly. Hey, take it easy on that peanut butter if you want to get in the express lane. But there isn't anything that we've given up by going plant-based. And we've been dealing with social situations for over 12 years. We know how to get through it. And I'll tell you what, I know people aren't, we got some of this, I'm not done, some baking, some cornstarch so that we can put it over our tofu bites and make the most delicious stuff. You can thicken this up to make cheese. But look at all these foods that I got. This every week I'm bringing home all my fruits, all my vegetables, some tofu, some sauces, some pastas, some rice, some potatoes for everything nice. It shouldn't be difficult to eat your plants off and it shouldn't be boring to get healthy. And that's what we're doing over here. I'm not done, so you better start guessing that haul, you guys. One more bag to go, and here it is. I'd love to say thank you to you know who in the group who started breaking out baking plantains. We can't wait to try them. I love plantains. But, you know, I learned how to make them fried and, you know, all the things that we learned that didn't help us live longer, get healthy, stay off medications, and crush life, okay? People deserve to be getting out there, walking around, moving around, and enjoying nature and listening to music and dancing and focusing on things that they're doing good. If it's 0.2 pounds, if you didn't gain any weight this week, if you've eaten more fiber, if you're keeping it low fat, if you're knocking out the processed foods, if you're showing up for yourself, then you're winning. You're winning, you guys. We need more people to get healthy. That's what we actually need to happen out there. So please keep eating your plants off. Bananas, okay? Inexpensive, easy, no recipe needed. You could literally just peel them open and put them in your mouth. More plantains. Johnny boy, we're having plantains today. I don't even know if they're ripe. I'm going to have to look into that. Okay, more bananas. Nobody is guessing the grocery haul. I wasn't free. But boy, did I get freed from dieting. I spent a lifetime of dieting like this. Recipes, Deal a Meal, Jenny Craig, Diet Center, Weight Watchers, Cabbage Diet, all these diets, and nobody questioned one single thing when I went out to eat. You just said, oh, I'm on a diet, and everybody just shut it. But the minute you say that you're going plant-based, everybody's got something to say. We're going to take care of that, and we're going to protect your peace in tomorrow night's class. I know it's concerning, right? It's concerning that getting healthy is shocking to people, or that it's extreme. But the more people at Plantspiration, 1,660 pounds down, reverses diseasing, tumor shrinking. This is what people need to be seeing. Hello, 1-800-Plantspiration. Let's go. That's how we do it. I'm going to teach people how to keep eating their plants off, how to keep it easy without the diseasey, how to get all these phytonutrients, fiber, vitamins, minerals, and start living your life, okay? We don't need to harm anything, so get on the right side of history and let's start learning how to eat our plants off. Felt awkward at a cookout, didn't want to be a bother at the restaurant, you're going to want to get into this class because we're going to talk about how to get through that stuff. Social situations are one of the #1 things that get people to fall off track. I mean, I know I was a social girl all the time, and I still am, but I'm not making compromises for my health. I'm allergic to chronic disease. I'm allergic to chronic disease, okay? And that's the way I want everybody to look at these. Look at this. This is not being, look at all this food right here. This is how people are doing it. All right. Am I not seeing a text? I saw Julie text. I'm not seeing any grocery hauls. I'm not seeing any numbers. Oh my gosh, this is absolutely tragic. There it is. You are, you're so close. And any questions? Here we go. Now all the numbers are coming in. Let's just take a look here. And if I am seeing all of you guys, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Seriously, look at you. Look at all of you in here right now. You're the ones walking around getting healthy. You're the ones showing people how to lose weight, prevent and reverse disease without dieting. You're the ones that are actually thriving. You know what I mean? It takes practice to get healthy, and we don't talk enough about that. It takes practice to get healthy because we have been listening to so much misinformation. Eating lean chicken, oh my gosh, eating low-fat milk and low-fat cottage cheese, and my goodness. The information is baffling what I started believing, and the limiting beliefs that I started telling myself that I could never do this. This is how we're doing it. There we go. Okay, oh my gosh, are you guys ready? Drum roll, please, for a pile of plants, lasagna, carrot cake bites, kale salad for days, and a week of eating for us and more, $272.85. Winner, winner, no more chicken for dinner. We're eating our plants off, we're feeling great, and we're getting on the right side of history. What do you guys think? You ready for class? It's going to be awesome. It's going to be exciting. We're going to be making great things. There's no confusion in our class on what to eat to lose weight and feel great. So don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share. And let's get this information out there that there's something you can do. There is hope. There are people transforming their life over here. This isn't a one and done. This is a diet and lifestyle change that it's going to save your life. I love you guys. Any other questions before we get going? Get in class. We're making lasagnas like mad. Layered lasagna, sunrise, ambrosia, the carrot cake bites, and the kale. Yeah, you're not going to want to give this to anybody else. And you're going to learn how to get through stuff. These are nutrition, education, and cooking classes. And tomorrow night's class is focused on social situations because we know how to crush it. Is that it? All right, you guys. We'll see you in class tomorrow where you're going to learn more and you're going to stay on track and you're going to keep on living the life that you want to live, right? Don't forget, where are you headed? Towards health, longevity, happiness. So don't forget to drink your water. Text somebody that you love. And for goodness sakes, get in my class and start learning how to kick some you-know-what. Okay, here we go.